Remember when the sun seemed to shine a little brighter, when the warmth of the day wrapped around you like a comforting blanket, and the world felt like a vast playground waiting to be explored, when the days stretched on forever. Each moment was filled with endless possibilities, and the hours seemed to melt away in the joy of play. Back in the 1950s and 60s, childhood meant something special. It was a time when the essence of being a child was captured in the freedom to roam and the thrill of discovery. It meant spending hours outside, breathing in the fresh air and playing games with your friends. The outdoors was our domain, a place where we could be ourselves and let our imaginations run wild. We didn't have fancy gadgets or video games. Our entertainment was simple yet profoundly enriching. We had something much better, our imaginations. With just a stick, a ball, or a piece of chalk, we could create entire worlds and embark on grand adventures. The neighborhood was our playground. Every street, every yard, every corner held the promise of a new game or a new story. We turned parks, backyards, and even sidewalks into magical worlds. These places were transformed by our creativity into castles, jungles, and far-off lands. Every day was an adventure. We were explorers, heroes, and inventors, all in the span of an afternoon. We ran, we jumped, we laughed. The simple act of movement brought us immense joy and a sense of freedom, and we learned so much along the way. Through play, we discovered the world around us and our place within it. Back then, we didn't realize it, but we were building skills that would last a lifetime. Skills like problem-solving, creativity, and resilience were all nurtured in those carefree days. It wasn't just about having fun, though that was a big part of it. The joy we found in play was intertwined with valuable life lessons. It was about learning how to interact with others. We learned the importance of communication, empathy, and understanding. We learned how to share, how to cooperate, and how to solve problems together. These interactions were the foundation of our social skills. These were the building blocks of friendship, teamwork, and good sportsmanship. We learned to value others and to work together towards common goals. It was a time of simple joys and lasting memories. The laughter, the games, the friendships, they all left an indelible mark on our hearts, and it's a time we can still learn from today. The lessons of the past remind us of the importance of play, imagination, and connection in our lives. Close your eyes and imagine for a moment. The sound of children's laughter fills the air. It's a sound that echoes through the years, a timeless melody of joy and innocence. A group of kids gathers in the street, their faces lit up with excitement. They are ready to embark on another adventure, one that requires no screens or gadgets, just pure imagination and energy. What games are they playing? The possibilities are endless, each game a new world to explore. Perhaps it's a rousing game of Red Rover where two lines of children challenge each other with playful taunts. The thrill of breaking through the line or holding strong against the oncoming rush is unmatched. Or maybe they're deeply engrossed in a game of kick the can, their little legs racing through the twilight. The fading light adds an extra layer of excitement as shadows stretch and the world seems to hold its breath. Remember the thrill of hide and seek, the game that turned every tree, bush and corner into a potential hiding spot. The anticipation of searching for the perfect hiding spot, the heart-pounding suspense of being found. Each rustle of leaves or snap of a twig could mean discovery or victory, or the joy of capturing the other team's flag in a spirited game of capture the flag. The strategy, the teamwork, the exhilaration of a successful capture. These games weren't just about winning or losing. They were about the camaraderie, the shared experiences, and the bonds formed through play. They were about using our imaginations, testing our limits, and creating stories that would last a lifetime. Each game was a chapter in the book of our childhood, filled with adventures and lessons, and who could forget the simple pleasure of jumping rope, a game that required nothing more than a piece of rope and a bit of rhythm. The rhythmic slap of the rope against the pavement, the chanting of rhymes, the feeling of accomplishment as we mastered new tricks. It was a dance, a song, and a challenge, all rolled into one. These games were more than just child's play. They were a way to learn about the world, about ourselves, and about each other. They were a way of life, a simpler time when the world was our playground and our imaginations knew no bounds. These games taught us the value of friendship, the joy of physical activity, and the importance of creativity. They were the building blocks of our social skills, our problem-solving abilities, and our sense of adventure. In a world that is increasingly digital, these memories remind us of the beauty of simplicity and the power of play. So let's cherish these games of yesteryear and pass them on to future generations, ensuring that the laughter, the excitement, and the joy continue to echo through the years.
Know you've been a good friend.
These outdoor games weren't just fun and games. Well, they were fun, but they were also so much more. They were like secret lessons disguised as play. We learned how to follow rules, how to be a good sport, and how to work together as a team. It was like a magical schoolyard where everyone got along and learned important life lessons. Think about a game of tag. It taught us about taking turns and being aware of others. Or how about building a fort? That was all about cooperation and problem solving. And let's not forget about resolving disagreements. We learned to talk things out and find fair solutions. These were the building blocks of strong social skills. They helped us become more confident, empathetic, and resilient individuals. And these skills have stayed with us throughout our lives, helping us navigate the complexities of the adult world. It's amazing what we can learn from a little bit of play. Section 4, the digital age. A new playground emerges. Now let's fast forward to today. The world looks a lot different, doesn't it? Instead of the sounds of laughter and play, we often hear the beeps and boops of electronic devices. Children today have access to a whole universe of entertainment at their fingertips. Video games, smartphones, tablets. It's a whole new world of possibilities. And there's no denying that technology has its benefits. It can be educational, entertaining, and even help us connect with others. But it's also changed the way children play. Instead of gathering in parks and playgrounds, they're often indoors, glued to screens. This shift towards screen time has brought about new challenges. We need to find a balance. It's important for children to experience the joy and wonder of the outdoors, just like we did. We need to encourage them to put down the devices, step outside, and rediscover the magic of unstructured play. Section 5, the screen time dilemma, a disconnect from reality. Have you ever noticed how children can get so absorbed in their screens that they lose track of everything else? It's like they're in their own little world, oblivious to the real world around them. And while there's nothing wrong with a little bit of screen time, too much of it can have its downsides. Some experts worry that excessive screen time might be leading to a decline in social skills. When children spend most of their time interacting with screens, they miss out on opportunities to develop face-to-face communication skills. You know, things like reading body language, understanding social cues, and learning how to have a good conversation. It's not just about social skills either. Spending too much time indoors can also have an impact on children's physical health. We need to make sure our children are getting enough exercise and fresh air. Their growing bodies and minds need it. Remember, a healthy child is a happy child. Section 6, a blast from the past, reviving classic games. So, how do we encourage our children to put down the screens and embrace the great outdoors? In today's digital age, it's becoming increasingly challenging to pull kids away from their devices. However, the magic of outdoor play is something that can never be replaced by screens. The fresh air, the physical activity, and the social interactions are all crucial for a child's development. One way is to introduce them to the classic games we used to play. Remember Red Rover, Capture the Flag, and Kick the Can? These games not only provide physical exercise, but also teach valuable life skills such as teamwork, strategy, and problem solving. They are timeless and can be enjoyed by children of all ages. These games are just as fun today as they were back then. The joy of running around, the thrill of competition, and the camaraderie built during these games are experiences that children will cherish forever. Plus, these games require minimal equipment, making them accessible to everyone. Let's start with Red Rover. This game has been a favourite for generations and continues to be a hit among kids. It's a simple game that teaches children about teamwork and cooperation. The objective is to break through the opposing team's line, which requires both strength and strategy. Divide the children into two teams and have them face each other. The anticipation builds as each team strategizes on how to strengthen their line and who to call over. One team calls out, Red Rover, send, child's name, right over. The excitement in the air is palpable as the chosen child prepares to make their move. The chosen child then tries to break through the other team's line. This moment is filled with suspense and energy. If they succeed, they get to take a player back to their team. This not only boosts their team's morale, but also adds a strategic element to the game. If not, they join the other team. This keeps the game dynamic and ensures that everyone gets a chance to participate. Then there's Capture the Flag. This game is a perfect blend of strategy, teamwork, and physical activity. This game is all about strategy, teamwork, and a little bit of stealth. It encourages children to think on their feet and work together to achieve a common goal. Divide the children into two teams and give each team a flag. The flag becomes a symbol of pride and victory for the team. The goal is to capture the other team's flag and bring it back to your own territory without getting tagged. This requires careful planning and quick reflexes. And who could forget Kick the Can? This game combines elements of hide and seek with a thrilling twist. This is a great game for a large group of children. It encourages them to spread out, explore their surroundings, and come up with creative hiding spots. It involves hiding, seeking, and a whole lot of running around. The excitement of not getting caught and the thrill of freeing your friends make this game a favorite among kids. One child is chosen to be it, and they guard the can. This role is crucial as it requires vigilance and quick decision-making. The other children hide, and it tries to find them and put them in jail. The challenge is to stay hidden, while also looking for opportunities to free your captured friends. The hidden children can free the captured players by kicking the can without being caught. This adds an element of risk and reward, making the game even more exciting. By reintroducing these classic games to our children, we not only provide them with a fun and engaging way to spend their time, but also help them develop important social and physical skills. These games remind us of a simpler time when the outdoors was our playground and our imaginations ran wild. So let's encourage our kids to step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and experience the joy of playing these timeless games. After all, the best memories are often made under the open sky, with friends by our side and laughter in the air. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content on reviving classic games and outdoor fun. Let's keep the spirit of play alive.